The Bold and the Beautiful Spoilers reveal that fans won't be able to see Deacon on screen for the next few episodes because of rumors that he will be leaving the show. Brooke is now back on the road to alcoholism after years of treatment. All of Brooke's troubles now are arranged by a single Sheila. Sheila wanted revenge on Brooke, so she devised a cruel plot to destroy Brooke and Ridge's marriage. She wanted to show Ridge again the image of Brooke's addiction like in the past, and then he will leave Brooke and go back to Taylor, his ex. Sheila accidentally learned that Brooke was planning to order a few bottles of champagne to drink on New Year's Eve, and she silently changed the entire label of the wine to heavy vodka, and then shipped it to Brooke. She let it into the sender's address as from the Giordano facility, where Deacon was working. Brooke would soon realize who had sent the wine to her. It's just the right person or not. Fans of The Bold and Beautiful remember that before the incident, Deacon has a wonderful evening with his daughter Hope and her mother Brooke to celebrate New Year's Eve. And the story begins to happen. Deacon actually forgot his phone at Brooke's house. Deacon was back at Brooke's house a few hours later when he suddenly realized it. In the memories of The Bold and the Beautiful fans, they still will not forget the image of Brooke's face, flushed from drunkenness. Ridge was still on a business trip at the time, and he couldn't get home in time to celebrate New Year's Eve with the rest of his family. Ridge called Brooke to let him know that his flight home would be delayed due to weather. Brooke decided to put champagne back to drink to comfort her loneliness right now, and that led to Brooke's another series of unexpected incidences. Deacon's side was not much better. He felt extremely remorseful for his actions, and he was overwhelmed by his heart and sat down to drink with her again. As a result of this, Deacon was let out of the house by Brooke the next morning. If he had one wish, Deacon wished that time could go back and he could make it right. But Deacon also quickly calmed down and reflected on everything. Deacon discovered an anomaly that Brooke ordered non-alcoholic wine. Then why did it become alcoholic? The only person other than him who knew about Brooke's ordering wine was Sheila. And Deacon puts all the doubts in his heart on Sheila. Was she the one who changed all the labels on the bottles? Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful guessed that the first person to notice the difference between Deacon and Brooke was Hope. Hope suddenly realized that Deacon had suddenly stopped showing up at her house recently, so Hope reached out to Brooke and asked about the matter. Hope was surprised to hear her mother say that it was she who forced Deacon to stay away from her. Hope couldn't help but wonder why Brooke had changed her attitude towards her father like that, but Brooke didn't seem to be giving her the right answer. Brooke reacts so strongly that her daughter mentions Deacon's name, and she is so angry that Hope thinks her mother has long hated Deacon. Hope still can't believe that the person who kicked Deacon out of the house was not Rich's stepfather, but Brooke, who is very supportive of her reuniting with her biological father. Deacon seems to be disappeared from this world, and no one has heard of him, much less knows where he is, and Rich didn't care much for Deacon's sudden disappearance, and was happy to hear about it. Ridge tells Hope that his warnings about the Deacon have never been wrong, and that he's probably just looking for another target now. Hope went to discuss Deacon's place of work, but her father's co-workers reported that he hadn't come to work recently. A bad premonition arose in Hope's heart, and she will understand her father's character. Hope believes that Deacon never suddenly disappeared like that. If she still had no news of Deacon within a few days, Hope decided to report the matter to the police. Is the greatest evil on The Bold and the Beautiful? Sheila the one behind all this?